line to start dropping down. But the market actually broke the resistance line and went up. So what actually happened was this. Thank you.
Awesome. 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 Okay, two things are involved. There are two major things that caused why your support or resistance line were not respected. Now, let me answer one. You may not see a clearer picture of the second part of the answer now until we get to if you go through the course outline, you see there is a part of the course that is called market manipulations. That market manipulations, you may understand it now or you may not until we get there. But if you are the type who always trade NFP, you understand the market manipulation, but I don't want to take us into that level now until we are done with these basics onto the advanced level. Then second part of the question, why the market in most cases don't respect your major zone. Now, when you draw a support and resistance in maybe 1 hour, or maybe in 30 minutes, or maybe in 5 minutes time frame, to you, you may think it's a major line, but it is not. It is not a major line. Why? Because just a single news, for example, in the Reserve Bank, if a Reserve Bank governor here makes any announcement, maybe during the day today, then there is every tendency that the support and resistance will be broken in the next few minutes. But if you draw it, as I say, that is a zone, if you draw it with its thickness, maybe in daily time frame, in most cases, daily time frame and 4-hour time frame, it is bound to be respected. Why? Because the major areas, major zones that you see in a higher time frames, market tend to respect that. Why do they respect that? Now, let me put it this way, that you know that those areas, both the resistance and the support level, are not the trading areas in the market. Is an area where you have to step out of the market. Meaning that if you place your buy order as soon as the market goes out of the support zone, then as it approaches the resistance zone, you must have your take profit some pips before the major zone, because anything can happen there. Then, and yesterday I told us that in most cases, why price get to a major zone and it won't last is because the big traders, big players, people who pump a lot of money into the market are there. Most of them are there watching. They are there to take action. Then on the other way around, in most cases, you see that price gets to just like what if you have not closed for the market for today, if you check your NAS 100, you can see what is happening now. Just a few minutes before I came online here, I was just looking at what the market is doing. Now, the market have thought, like as of NAS 100, the market have just touched the area of 50 and 618 fib level. Now it is about falling now, which is definitely to fall. But in most cases, that will not happen. Why? Because maybe there is no major players. They are there, but they are not many. I mean, if you look at the NAS 100 I just mentioned now, you see at the 50 and 618 fib level, the price have touched, giving the confirmation that it is about to have a very long, massive bearish movement. But in the case where that didn't happen, it doesn't mean that your analysis is wrong. It's just a signal that major market players are not there. But if they are there, as soon as it touches, which it have touched now, then you will see a very big, massive bearish movement, which we are anticipating to happen maybe in the next few hours before market will close for today. So that are two things that makes the market not to respect your major areas. Is either it is market manipulation, which most of us who trade NFPs witness every single day or every single NFP day, or it is because that you draw your market, you draw the support and resistance in a very low time frame, like 1 hour or like 1 hour 30 minutes or like 45 minutes. If you draw it anything below 4 hour time frame, it is bound to be broken. And when it is broken, it may give you a fake kind of fake breakout. But if you draw your support and resistance in 4 hours or in daily time frame, then if it is broken, know that just like if most of us who have been following maybe the S&P 500 all throughout last month till now, they didn't respect any zone. It is just going one way. Now, if you traded Tesla last month, you see zones were not respected. So though there is only in few areas, in few cases where zones are not respected, but generally it is only two things that can make market not to respect your zone. It's either you draw it with a very low time frame, or there is a market manipulation. And as I said, when we get to market manipulation as a chapter in this training, then I will throw a very deliberate, elaborate light on what causes it, how to handle it, and how to know that it is bound to happen. So let us go into what we have for today. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's go into what we have today. Based on our course outline, I think 1 minute, please. Let me take my hard drive. Oh, God. Awesome. Can you see? Can we see the? How many of us can see the? Can see my screen now? Please, if you can see my screen, indicate by putting one on the chat button. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Very great. Yeah, we'll do as much as possible today to cover most of the things that we didn't do yesterday. All right. Um, I think we are done with this yesterday. Okay. Today we'll be looking at trend lines. We'll be looking at trend lines, and I will show us. I will show us how to why it is a very important tool in your journey into a profitable FX trader. Uh, Trend line have a is very it is a very easy tool that can give you as much as you may think of if it is properly used or properly drawn. In most cases, you see people, a lot of people draw their support and resistance in a very wrong way. They draw it in a very wrong way in the sense that instead of allowing the support and resistance to be on the extreme top or the extreme end, they tend to push it into the market. Let me see if I can just show us. Let me see if I have a. Okay. All right. Now, as I said, that it helps us to know whether a market is trending, whether it is an uptrend or downtrend. You know, it is a downtrend if your trend line is on top of the candles. It is an uptrend if it is under it. Now, that is just that. But how then do we know when it is properly drawn? How then do we know? Because you can even use this trend line to know when to go into a market, especially if the market is ranging. You can use this. I don't know whether you are hearing me clearly. You can use this to know when to go into the market. I mean, when to jump into the market if the market is trending or it is in an uptrend, whether in a downtrend or in a ranging market. But most importantly, it helps you to know, to determine that this is a choppy market, or this is a ranging market, or this is a clear trend market. Now, if if you draw your trend line perfectly correct, like from here, from where my kuzo is now, if it is drawn properly from here to here, then what is actually telling you is that this market is making a higher low and higher low. I know most of us already know this, but that's what we call a channel. So it is only your trend lines can help you to know what is called a channel. Channel is just like the way I have this blue at my very left hand side, the first blue line, blue trend line. Now, if I comes up on top of these candles and put another one, it is a channel. I automatically form what is called a channel, meaning that it's showing me when to go into when to go into this market, either because it is an uptrend, but how do I know when to go? Now I can place my buying order as soon as the market goes out of the trend line. Then as soon as it goes up and touch my candle, touch my channel, then that is when to take out my profit. So there are too many types of trends which we have at least touched yesterday, but I just want to throw more light on this channel, that it helps us to know when to go into the market, even if that the market is in a very clear trending line, whether it's an uptrend or downtrend, or even if the market is doing sideways, whether it is a ranging market, it is the channel that will help us to know that now it is coming into what we call the level of equilibrium. Maybe that is a demand and supply. Now it is on a demand and supply zone, then I can go in or go out. I'm just looking at what we have in our outline, so that I don't want to jump any of them. Let's see. Let's see, of course, outline. Remember, I told us that this is an interactive class. If all of us, we are all equal. If you have any point where you feel that you are left behind, or you need some clarification, don't hesitate to call my attention, and I'll hand over the mic to you so you can chip in whatever you have to say. I'm just looking at the course outline. Okay, awesome. Okay, yes. So let us go. Let us go for price action. Price action. Price action. Now, when we talk of price action in the forex market, it is nothing but the movement of price in a particular direction, whether it is on a higher low, or it is on a lower high and lower high. Now, as a trend trader, or as someone who is aspiring to become, all right, please, as soon as Zoom logs us out of this in the next 10 minutes, it will log us off out, so you can still resign in. Join again via the same link. It's on the repeat mode. So when you look at when immediately you open your chart, just like what I have before me here. Awesome. I think it's even better. It's even better. We use the live. I hope we can see the chart. Please, if you can see my live chart, can you just indicate at the comment section so that I think it's better we use we use this so we can put it, we can practically put it into action what we've been discussing. Awesome. All right. Very good. I think it is very better. Okay, now let me pick a pair. Let me pick a pair here. Awesome. Very good. Pardon me. Let me just let me make it clean. Everything that I need to do. So we can start afresh. Very good. This, if this is the only thing we do today, can use the knowledge we get from here and apply it. Perfect. All right. Let's go into the main meat of the day. Yes. So this is a GB Chef. This is GB Chef, and we are now looking at this in a very high time frame. This is monthly time frame. Now, when I look at this, I can see that from here that nothing have happened over a couple of years. And when you look at here, you can see that JB Chef started this continuous downtrend since February 2007. Now, what do we do here, or what do I do if I'm analyzing this market now? So what I will now do is that I will squeeze to check the most recent hallelujah. All right. Now, when you look at this is the most lowest level that JB Chef touched was an 0.02445, and that was October 1974. So that means that over the past 40 years, the price have not reached that level. Now, and the last high that JB Chef experienced before the current level was in August 2007. Now, I have seen this now, and I've seen that JB Chef has been in a continued downtrend for over 40 years now. So what do I need to do? What I need to do now is I will move out of this and go to my weekly time frame. Now, when I get to my weekly time frame, having got the picture of what my monthly time frame told me, I will show us how to reconcile this, how to know even when they begin to tell you something different, how you can reconcile it. Now, when we come to our weekly time frame, we can see that JBCF at the last high was 2015, November 2015. And currently it went up and come down. And the most recent low is September 2022. Now, when we look at these two information now, it will now guide us into what we want to do. Just watch, follow me gradually, and you get to get a clearer picture of where we are going. Now, having seen this, now what I need to do now is that I will take my tools and shift to daily time frame. This is where I'm going to draw my support and resistance. Thank God for the question that our brother asked. Now you can see what is going to happen now. Now, in most cases, I advise people to use to change candlestick to a line chart when you want to draw your support and resistance. The essence of using this line chart is so as to make sure that you take every necessary area. Now, because when you use only candlestick, which I do use as myself, but as someone who is not conversant with it, I advise you to change from candlestick to a line chart so that it will help you to pick the most important areas. Now, what I now do is that I will come to my tools here. I have my tools already set up, which I will also show you how to do it. Then I will now begin to draw my support and resistance. Why am I drawing this here? Okay, I'm drawing this here. Why? Because I am drawing this thing here because the market was falling down. It reached here, went back, come back again before it broke it and fell down. Now, as the market went up again, it was also trying to go up, but the same line also pushed the price backward. Now, that confirms to me that it is a very solid concrete zone. Then what do I need to do again? I just copy, or what we call clone. I will just clone the same so that to have the same size. I will clone this, and I will now look for another most obvious. We are just looking at what happened last week, what happened last month, to predict what will happen tomorrow and next week or next month. So now, when I look at this now, I can now see that this is also another major zone. The essence is not to pick everything, but we are looking at the most obvious where it have a repeated touch. Like this one now, we can see that there was a lot of stalling here before the market went down. As the market came up again, let me even bring it more down.